Hello and welcome back to the Babenbergs. We are playing as a new Babenberg this time. Before we get into who they are, a thing from the comments. The suggestion was a way to get a strong hook on our liege would be to go on a trip with our liege, because there were a ton of events which have strong hooks on trips, which is true, and it would be great if we could do that. I don't think that there is a way of doing that. Looking at the activity list, I can't think of an activity that would specifically allow us to go on a trip with a friend, but yeah. In theory, I guess if you could get your heir into the court with your liege could take your heir on a trip and then they could get a hook. But it's very, very unlikely, I think, and it's difficult to get it to happen, but I guess if we had thought of that ahead of time, we could have tried to finagle something like that, but anyway. For now, we are Duke Robert of Austria, who is 52 years of age. Duke Robert probably isn't going to be like a long-term ruler for us. Let's be honest, he's 52 years of age, his son is 17 and looks like the true heir. I think Robert, he needs short-term goals. Now obviously we have the goal of creating the Archduchy of Austria. That's just a given, but we need to find some other short-term goals for Robert, which he can achieve. What is he? He's temperate, forgiving, and honest. So he's temperate, forgiving, and honest, but in the intrigue lifestyle, he does also have unshackled lust. Interesting. Yeah, this is an odd situation, I would say. Okay, we need to think about what we want to do here. I guess we could also try seducing people. I guess probably not our liege. Yeah, probably not. But yeah, I guess we could try seducing people in order to help schemes. That sort of thing could be useful. Do we want to continue down the intrigue lifestyle focus? That's the next big question for us, I guess. What would we get? So I don't really want to go into dark insights, because I don't really want to go into torture stuff. So I guess that means that this whole side is kind of not really doing anything for us. Removes rank difference from your seduce schemes. Removes the incestuous penalty from your seduce schemes targeting adults over the age of 19. Oh, okay. Moral adoration. Your lovers are less likely to join murder schemes against you. Lovers are more likely to save you in a case of attempted murder. Seduce schemes against your own courtiers and guests are more likely. You can no longer critically fail. You can learn one additional language without penalty. And then you get the attraction bonus, which I don't think is doing anything for us at 52, but I don't know. I can't really remember. I mean, I could check my wife. Yes, my wife has no attraction bonus. Let's just check a random person here. So Elizabeth 50. Yeah, no attraction bonus from us, although we might not have any attraction bonuses right now, but I think it wears off after a time, but I'm not entirely sure. But basically what I'm getting at is, this doesn't really seem to give us anything. This isn't really something I want to do. I don't think we're going intrigue. I don't think there's any purpose to this whatsoever. We could do with an extra stewardship though. One extra stewardship allows us to hold on to an entire extra piece of land. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stewardship, and I'll just take the domain focus for 3 stewardship. I was wondering whether I wanted enemy agent acceptance and vassal faction commitment, but we don't really have any like really powerful vassals, so I think this is fine. Yeah, I think this works perfectly fine for us. Okay. Next. Enter seclusion. Do we need to do that? Probably not. This hasn't really looked like it's getting to us. It looks like it's the end of a disease, so that's fine. Open council positions. So, we still have our Prince Bishop, who is incredible. He's still got 37 learning, so he's absolutely fine. Let's see what else we could do here. Well, you're pretty good at this, and you have 18 diplomacy. Yeah, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't be the person who goes in there. I saw a 27 martial powerful vassal, so you're going in there. Here, we have an 11 stewardship person. I guess you would be fine. There's no other position you could really do. And are you my best spy master? No, I do have a spy master who's got 18 intrigue, who is slightly better. I think I'll replace my spy master with you. And then my steward is going to be I guess you for now. Let's at least make our powerful vassals like us. My steward is currently going to promote culture. Wait, what is our culture? Franco-Bavarian, that's good. Let's just get you to convert it. Another one, let's get you to convert Hassal. Wonderful. That'll be 5 years till you do that. Pay homage to our liege. Maybe. We'll think about doing that. Anything else I need to do immediately? I guess I could do a little artifact check. Check what we actually want to hold on to and what we don't want to hold on to. Let's have a look here. So, oh yes, also, while I remember, accolade name. So, I saw one, which was the Rider of Austria, which I quite liked. I think we'll just go with the Rider of Austria. I think that works pretty well. It's also been pointed out I only have one horse. We could potentially increase this. How much does it cost? Plus 85. Yeah, I'm just going to buy up. Why not? Costs us a little bit upfront, but we might as well have like full investment, given that I've invested into the province already. So the province is already fully invested in terms of like being good for cavalry. We might as well actually have cavalry. I think that would be a bit of an improvement. Okay, yes, artifact check. Let's just do it category by category. So we have no crowns. We have one regalia, which is fine. We have one bit of armor, which is fine. Weapons, so we have God's Branch and the Celestial Lance. They do have very specifically different purposes, so that's fine to have them both. Trinkets. Just see what we got here. So we have the miniature Kiruan basins, so we will keep them for now. The pressed lily and the pressed delphinium. There is a purpose to having both, because I bet that does stack. Babenberg stag, I think we're keeping just to see what it turns into in terms of a court artifact. Lucky rabbit's paw. Yeah, we'll keep it because it's okay for prowess. Theodolinda's hair. What are the requirements? I'm a witch. Okay, strands of hair extracted from the dead body of Theodolinda von Babenberg. I probably don't need her hair, but I am kind of curious what you can do with that. Also have a lock of Erno's hair, which is kind of also, like, that's a bit weird for us to keep, I suppose. We could give it back to Erno. Is that weird to give Erno his hair back? Like, yeah, my mother kept your hair. Here's some hair. I don't know. I guess we'll keep it for this stuff. Otto's milk tooth was the one that I was thinking, do we actually need this? Also, look at this. It's still called Otto's milk tooth, but that's because it was named after Eudes, who was called Otto. So this is the tooth of our father. Oh no, of our brother. Oh, okay. That's fine. I guess that's still have a connection to it. Okay. I just wanted to check before I just went. Oh, and what else do we have? We have this one. I wanted to check before I repaired things. What's Mallet Storm? Yeah, I'll repair that. And then Milk Tooth will repair it. Okay, and then Journal. That's the main one I care about. So we got a medium health boost on it currently. We're doing a stewardship lifestyle, so probably the Duchess Haley Ermengarde's Law and Ordinance. Yeah, I think that makes sense for us here. Let's do that one. Okay. Am I happy with what I've got equipped? Maybe. Otto's milk tooth probably doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think I actually have anything that's that good. I think we do have the best things equipped. Okay. Do I want an antiquarian just so that we don't have to keep repairing things? I can probably afford it. Yeah, I might as well put one in here. Because why not? It doesn't cost that much and it means we don't have to repair it. Okay. The rest of this seems fine. Master of the Hunt is my acclaimed knight. As is my master. Oh, my Master of the Horse is no longer my acclaimed knight. Because that switched over to the other guy. So I'm going to switch you to be Yosef. It will cost me a little prestige, but oh well. That's fine. Right, that's all fine. We can pay homage. We don't need to. Right, I think we're mostly okay. Let's have a look at our situation. So we're married to Princess Vladislava, whose child is currently Duchess Isabel of Anjou, who is our child. We can negotiate an alliance with our daughter. We might as well do that. That seems good. Our wife is sort of connected to the current ruler of Bohemia. I will negotiate an alliance with him. These are just the kind of things I think we should look at first. Are there any other alliances I can negotiate? Lord Francois of the Affable of the Dignified Camp. Yeah, we can do that. That's because you're my nephew. I have the alliance. My brother Adalberto of Spoleto. My brother-in-law Adalberto of Spoleto, married to my sister. My niece in Ancona. Don't know if I need an alliance with my niece. My nephew-in-law Duke Henrik Torfinsson of Schleswig. Who is Henrik Torfinsson of Schleswig? I mean, I know it says he's my nephew-in-law. Okay, so my niece, Princess Borbala of Carpathia's husband. Okay. I understand, because my brother-in-law is currently the Emperor of Carpathia. I see. Except I can't get an alliance, so he must not be my current... Yeah, okay, so my sister was married to him. So my ex-brother-in-law, I guess. You can negotiate an alliance with your niece-in-law, Queen Weliskan of Lithuania. Okay. So, my nephew of... who is the son of the Emperor Vilmos, has married her, and we can negotiate an alliance with her. If we do, she's going to call us into war. No, she won't. She's not the main person in the war. Do I want to be allied with Lithuania? Yeah, I think that seems absolutely fine. Yeah. Oh, they don't want to be allied with me. Oh, okay then. That seems fair enough. Connection is through non-close family. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But, yeah, I thought it would validate the whole thing. Anyway, that seems fine. We have 3 children. We have Duchess Isabel of Anjou, who is married matrilineally, which means this is a line of Babenbergs down there with Henri, which is good. We then have Otto von Babenberg, who is minorly possessed, and he is married to Zvatava. Okay, so he's married to somebody of the same dynasty as the person we're married to as well, which is interesting. Who is she, by the way, in relation? Oh, so she is his... Okay, so you are his aunt. So you're the great aunt of her, who is the person who's marrying my son. Okay. So I'm trying to figure it out. There's some sort of cousin, but yeah. Interesting. They're much closer than I initially thought. Anyway. And then we have Amelie, who is married to no one. So Amelie needs to marry someone, I think. Okay, cool. Let's find someone for Amelie to marry. She's 3rd in line, but when we talk about her being 3rd in line, what we should remember is she's 3rd in line currently. Follow this. So, wait, it says she's 3rd in line, actually. Is she even? Because it goes Otto, then it goes Henri, then it goes Amelie. Wait. No, that's not correct. No, this isn't correct at all. Why is she not in line? Why is Isabel not in line? Wait a second, that doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, no, she should be in line. Wait. Otto? Henri? Amelie. No, it would be Otto... I guess it could be him, but then it would... Like, her sister would have priority. She'd be in here. Unless she's not taking claim. Unless she's, like, not able to inherit for some reason. I figured it out. I figured out why she's not able to inherit. So, it's because of this. Yeah, it's because we're in High Crown Authority. So she can't inherit because our title can't leave the realm. Ah, okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. So she is 3rd in line. Because it would be a duchy title, right? So she can't inherit our duchy because it would become part of the Kingdom of France, and it can't due to our High Crown Authority. Okay, so no, that is fine. So actually, she's even more potentially an heir than we thought, because Isabel, if she dies right now, her child will then leave our line of succession, which is not ideal. So until Otto has a child, she is effectively our spare, right? Because this could disappear at any moment. Okay, interesting. So we probably want to marry her matrilineally, I would think. Huh. Okay. We'll think about that. Let's go matrilineal. And let's just see what our options are. So let's say age difference of 10 years. I even go 5 years. We'll see. I don't care if they're an adult or not. Let's say that I want them to be healthy. Say I want them to be Catholic. I don't want them to be a ruler. Although I don't particularly care if they are a ruler, if I'm honest. Actually, that doesn't really matter to me here. Let's say we want marriage prestige, just because it lowers the list. And let's say that we want an inheritable trait. Alright, we're down to 8. Eight's a reasonable number to look through. Okay, so we've got, in terms of our traits, handsome, too robust, comely, beautiful, quick, comely, handsome. Any alliances? Yes, so you're the only alliance, the Duke of Moravia. Wait a second, so you're my cousin's child, Primsil. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you're Soboslav's child. So we could reconnect with Moravia via this, if we wanted to. Interesting. I kind of like that, actually. I kind of like that a lot. And Wenzel, I'm assuming... Okay, so you're Richardus's child. Now, what's interesting about that is that would, in theory, move the house head title to their child or to their heir, which could be our son. So that could be a way of us getting the house head, and that would get us an alliance with Gessenhausen. I think these are both interesting. That's Cornwall, not interested. That's a random county somewhere else. Okay, and then, yeah. Interesting. You know what? You're gonna marry him. We're not really worried about there being a lack of children right now. We're gonna continue intermarrying with the Bohemian nobility. I think this seems absolutely fine. Yeah, we'll continue intermarrying with the Bohemian nobility. Maybe that's a target for like another hybrid culture. I mean, we could. Czech is a different cultural pillar, right? Because it's West Slavic opposed to our Central Germanic. So we can actually merge. That'd be an interesting idea. I don't know if we want to, but something to think about. Anyway, right. Last thing that we need to do, I think, is go in here, and fabricate a hook. Wonderful. I'm going to be stressed doing this because I'm honest. I'm an intrigue-focused character who gets stressed by doing intrigue. Lovely. Considering our offer. Oh, for the other thing. Okay, let's wait a second then. Let's just wait a second for these things to go through. Shadow of Fame Twilight. There are whispers about the tales and deeds of my mother, legendary figure Duchess Haley Ermengarde. Everywhere I go, near or far, it seems that there is nobody who has not heard her name. I wonder, will I always stay in the shadow of my mother, or will I be able to achieve as much fame in my life as her? How high will I be able to climb? I probably don't need monthly prestige. I'll just take the stress lowering, because I think that will be important. Okay, a couple of alliances formed now. Wonderful. So he doesn't want to be part of this at all. Who's the first person who wants to be part of it? Okay, I still have more to wait for. Okay. Let's clear those out. I think I saw my daughter in here. Does she want to be part of this? She was also my friend. No, you're the first person who can be convinced, down at 19. Oh, Okay, my prestigious good word and a bribe. How far away are we from illustrious, by the way? Alright, we're about 2,300. That's not the end of the world. Okay, thief. Scroll down the list of people who don't want to be involved. Okay, Edric. Okay, hefty bribe. That's fine. That at least gives us a solid base. As we can get up to 75%. We can probably get up further as well. Prestigious good word. Hefty bribe. Okay. Next. I'm going to have to give you another hefty bribe. Okay. There's our money. Lookout is going to be you. And you're just willing to join. Thank you. At least you made that part easy. It's only got 20% secrecy. It does have 10 months grace though. Okay. You're already assisting, which is worrying. I'm just going to switch... yeah, I'm just going to switch you off and then on just to make sure you are assisting. Yeah, 75. How much is it going up by per? 4.9. That's really slow. That's super slow. It's because I'm honest. I take a huge hit. Okay. Is that a hit to the monthly, or is that just a... It's just based on my intrigue. I guess my intrigue's just not quite as good as it needs to be. Because I'm honest. If I could lose honest, we would be in a great spot here. But anyway. That's fine. We'll leave that running. Let's hold a funeral. Because we said that we were going to do things like this. So let's do it. I'm going to go to Ortenburg, because that's where we hold our funerals. I'm going to take Duchess Haley Ermengarde and just go for a dignified ceremony, I think. Okay. Who am I going to invite? Court guests don't get invited, because only 40 can turn up. Potential lovers, potential friends can be taken off the list. Tributaries, confederates, suzerain. Just remove some of these. Nearby adventurers. Okay, just thinking about who I want to actually invite in here. Liege can come. Close family. Guess maybe we take out... courtiers? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we take out courtiers. There we go. Then we're inviting the right amount. Cool. Let's go. And we're heading to the funeral. Your sister, Marie, died. Marie von Babenberg. She was married to Thibault Silvertongue, whose child, Lord Francois, we just got an alliance with. Okay. She died of being ill. Also, how's our health now, taking off that medium health boost? Still fine. Yeah, I am a little worried we're just going to drop dead. But anyway. I'll pay to rebuild. Every county that had disease can have 5 development in it. True aim. Teeming with all manner of wildlife, Erno and I agree that Sharding would be a splendid place to go on a hunt. But I don't have any time to stay for a proper outing, as we traverse the area, spot a pristine wild rabbit at the edge of the forest. Its peculiar markings on its fur, and I motion to Erno to survey the animal. We can do this, or I can say I don't have time for this. You know what? We'll spend some time with our with our stepfather. Truest aim. Rabbit in sight, we both slowly but purposefully move closer to the rabbit, taking aim at its tiny body as it gnashes away at a piece of straw. I pull my string and release as the arrow goes straight into the animal's body. The sudden impact launches it a few paces, then its tiny body slumps down on the ground motionless. I roar in triumph. Erno joins me in my cheer. Nice shot, he cries as I dart forward to pick up my trophy. Hey, and we get some hunter trait experience, which is nice. Okay. Cool. Now we have arrived here. It's a big guest list, but that's okay. Right. Now we just chill, basically. Call to war? My dear father. I call upon you to honor our alliance and join me in the war against the tyranny of Duchess Isabel. I mean, I accept. I can manage things from here, but like, I don't want to go, but I'm going to go. I mean, you know, our daughter is saying, hey, can you help me out in a war? And that seems like the kind of thing that we would say yes to. Okay, and she needs us in it to actually win the war. Although war against the tyranny, if she surrenders, what would happen? She's deposed, so that would mean that my that'd be my grandson gets in charge, which is interesting. Your neighbor, Bohemia, won against your other neighbor, these guys, in a war for the Emirate of Lower Silesia. Alright. Okay. Cool. Right. And then we're gonna head all the way over here. Let's go. Okay. Also wondering. Yeah, I think that background noise might be the funeral. That weird background noise. Yes, it is, because it moved scene in the funeral and the noise changed. I was trying to figure out what that one was, but it's that one. Okay. Important nobility far too great in number to name passed by the enshrouded body of Duchess Haley Ermengarde of Austria, granting her little more than a simple bow or a nod, as though such a gesture was sufficient to show one's reverence for a life. My heart weighs as heavy as my pocket, so full of trinkets and memories of Haley Ermengarde. I can't help but wonder why I should get to hoard objects which rightfully belong to her. Well, I'm going to give her the lock of Erno's hair, because I was kind of questioning whether we should have it, but no, that makes a lot more sense for her to have it. Moment to mourn. This one's the one that we get every time due to our faith. We get piety and we lose some stress. And this is the one that we get because it's the mourn intent and we lose stress. Offering of libations. I and the other mourners take a reprieve from our grief to enjoy a great bounty of food. Countess Richardus of Gessenhausen, usually the lifeblood of any feast, now sits across me, misty eyes with a goblet at her side. How can we make ourselves fat and merry in times like these? Are we to satisfy our hedonistic desires while Haley Ermengarde has none? Join me, empty your goblets in libation. The other guests seem to agree there is a wisdom in Richardus's offish lamentation. Alright, I'll join in. It's fine. One of the greats. Before me, a feasting table stocked high of all manner of food and drink, as if Duchess Haley Ermengarde of Austria were trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. Mayor Luther of Deggendorf has so far refused to lay a finger on the banquet, however, swilling his goblet around in idle solace. His middle-distant stare falls wearily upon me, and with a quiet nod he raises his drink high. To Duchess Haley Ermengarde, truly one of the greats. Okay, we'll speak a quiet prayer. Grief of an acquaintance. Who's this? My antiquarian, personal physician and friend. Hunched beside me, bereft of the pretense of propriety, the inconsolable Ramhild gazes out into nothingness before her. Not a tear falls from her eyes, not a word passes her mouth until she turns to me. God can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind still yet blow? Why does the sea continue its push to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? Revelation is upon us, my acquaintance is dead. Alright, we'll quietly nod. That's fine, just remove that one. Of all the figures venerated and villainous, none have been desired more than our departed Duchess Haley Ermengarde of Austria. I will allow myself a moment of grief. I remember her. In a quiet corner of the church, I overhear King Zbenik of Bohemia chatting with a group of mourners. He somberly gestures me over. We all have fond memories of Duchess Haley Ermengarde of Austria. I was just talking about the time I began the Ducal Conquest War of the county of Regensburg, held by Duchess Haley Ermengarde of Austria. Tell me, do you have any memories to share? This guy's like, hey, remember when I was going to attack you and your realm to take your land? Ah, it was a good time. Well, I'll say no, it's too painful. Move on. Okay, there's a new plague at Monza. All eyes fall upon Mayor Onfray of Leonsburg as he falls to the ground in lamentation, hands coating his reddened eyes from view. Okay, well, I will offer comfort. Wonderful. Dust to dust. She is gone. We gain our stats and things that we get from it. That's it. Also, person of interest to you drank herself to death. So this is Bianca of Corsica. Okay. Who was previously the child of the guy who holds Tuscany and who holds Corsica now. Duke Bonifacio. Okay, I see. Wait, did you not used to hold Italy? What happened to Italy? Okay, we need to go and have a look at what happened to Italy. Anyway. Svatava, the daughter of my fellow vassal King Zebenik, has given birth to a son. Since the little one is part of the loop-holding dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. Since he's a what now? Okay, okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, we knew this. I mean, Otto makes the most sense. That's what we call who should be our heir. Okay. Yeah, there is in Italy. Yeah, what happened to... You created it and then inherited via abdication, but you're about to die and give it to this person. Okay. And then it'll be one step away from him having it again. Alright, well, interesting. We're arriving here. Let's go down here. Actually, is this the only way to cross? Can I not go... I guess I would have to go back further. Yeah, just cross and attack then. It's fine. We'll beat him up. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, they ran away? Oh, perfect. I'll attack you without the river crossing. We've now returned home. How's our wanderer trait? Oh, we don't have a wanderer trait. I see. Cool. And we've captured an enemy combatant. Is he worth any war score? No? Okay. Also, some prisoners who've been in prison for... Oh, no, they've all been in prison for 0 days. Okay. You're not good enough. I will take my weak hook and let you go. You're also not good enough. I'll take my weak hook and let you go. Right. Who are we against? Oh, I remember the hotkey I was looking for. That's not it. Is it this one? There we go. I want to see who we were hostile to, and I was trying to remember the hotkey. Shift F, in case anyone needs to know. Yeah, we'll head up here. Right. That's fine. Clear that one. Right. What's this? Invited to Countess Richardis's hunt. Sure, I'll go. Where is it? Yeah, alright. Sure, I'll go. Seems fine to me. How's the scheme going? We're at 22% success chance. Okay. It's not great. Right. Head over here. Study in Marshall. Loophole, the local captain, and a few of his officers greet me as my entourage enter the military camps of Dornberg. I quickly dismount, eager to inspect the local barracks, positively brimming with activity. I nod, appreciating the organized chaos I'm observing. Now, what would my lord want to do next? Loophole looks at me expectantly. We can do some sparring. Say, what is this contraption? Or somewhere to be. Let's do some sparring. We succeeded and got some martial. Wonderful. Negotiate an alliance. Ancona wants the alliance. Well, because she asked, I'll accept. That's fine. Right. I'm just going to wait for this war to end. Yeah, we just wait for the war to end. Let's go speed 4. Are we at the hunt? Yes. Okay. Cool. And... any moment now. I guess we can go speed 5 again. By the wing. Oh, we're doing a falconry one. Oh, okay. That's fine. Let's disband that. Right, so let's find the beast. Okay. Peacocking. Baroness Emma of Surberg has been admiring my bird since we first parted for the hunt. I can hardly blame her, such a magnificent and beautiful beast it is. We near a small river, rich and busy with fish of generous size, and I feel this is the perfect opportunity to show what my falcon can do. Say my falconry skills will impress, or I'll grab a fish myself. I'm going to try and grab one myself to get the hunter trait experience. Just the normal hunter trait experience, I'm assuming. Get the Venator. That's what I thought. Okay. We've arrived at the release spot. From our vantage point, we can see several speckled pheasants strutting about the birch trees ahead. The beaters will soon be in position, ready to spook the game to flight. Might as well open this. There we go. Your culture has discovered the knighthood fascination. Ooh, nice. Okay. So this one's really good because it means that if you were doing a martial education, then you can now get a prowess education trait as well, which is awesome. Also increases the number of accolades we have available, which is cool. But yeah, I like that. Let's go for banking. Let's increase our development growth next. Awesome. Empty-handed. We failed to get anything. But some accolades got some glory, which is cool. Yeah, not our accolades, but some other accolades got glory. Moonlit Confessions. Under the moonlight in Ottoburg, I overhear an intimate chat between my daughter Amelie and my guest, Ubaldo. Oh, Amelie, my noble star. Also, not married to my daughter. You make these starlit nights unforgettable, confesses Ubaldo, his voice trembling. Amelie responds softly, I never expected to find someone who understands me so well. It seems as if love is blossoming in my entourage. And say, hello, what are you talking about? May I join in? Okay, 25% chance. It'd be a real shame if it got out, or such tenderness leave them to it. I'm going to interrupt them. Definitely. We did not stop them being lovers. Alright, well that's going to cause us problems in the future. Right. We've now arrived back home. Okay, that's fine. We have a new accolade. Okay. So, we want to pair up accolades with things, right? So, we want to be like, oh, this accolade is for, say, a personal champion. This accolade is for Master of the Horse. This accolade is for Master of the Hunt. So, what does a bodyguard need? I don't know. What should I think? Is it just prowess? Is there anything else that's good here? Personal champion has to be brave. Could try and make one that's like a tournament one. Yeah, I would have to fire Mallet, but I'm okay firing Mallet. Yeah, okay. Let's make a tournament one. Let's look for somebody who's got contender. It's not archer. It's called contender, right? I say, getting less and less confident. I thought there was one. Politiker. Okay, let me have a look. Wait, it's in here, right? Yeah, I think it's called Contender? There is one called Contender. Okay. Oh, yeah, it starts with you having to have 20 of prowess or above. Okay. Okay. It's pretty difficult to get then. Okay. I understand. So, like, the only people who could have it would be people like Joseph. And I think Joseph actually could have been a contender. Yeah, because he's got enough... Actually, he doesn't have enough experience either. It has to be 50 experience. Wow, so he doesn't qualify. Yeah, you also don't qualify. Yeah. You have enough bow... Wait, you have enough bow skill? You got 80 bow? Why don't you have contender? Let me go back to contender. Contender. 80 bow. Wait, do they have to... Wait, at least one of these. 20 prowess. And 50 experience. Actually, wait a second. This is fine. Yeah, because he has at least one of these. I guess he just has too many and it doesn't show up on the list. I guess Alphonse should have it as well, actually, looking at that. Should you not have contender? Wait, why don't you have contender? Okay, let me try the other guy. Interesting. Contender. At least one of these has 20 prowess. Has above 50 experience in bow. Why are you not eligible? I'm going back to my list again. I apologize for jumping in and out, but I am kind of curious. He has 65 experience in bow, and he has prowess. Why does he not have contender? Do you have contender? Maybe there's a limit to the number they can have. You know what? Let me have a look. Okay, I had to look around. I think I've got a theory. I think it's because this guy already has contender as a secondary accolade attribute, and you can't have multiple. I think that's what's happening here. Yeah, that must be what's happening here. Okay, ignore my contender idea then. We need a new idea. And we could just say that they're a bodyguard, I guess, but that seems a little boring compared to other things. Is there anything else we could have? It would be nice as well if I could see what like led into a good position for some of these. It's diplomacy skill plus poet. What about this one? Legendary Blade Master leads into things. Oh, okay. Maybe we make, yeah, maybe that is our, maybe do go for a bodyguard here. Okay. So if we're looking for that, what's the Blade Master requirements? Because there is a Blade Master one as well, isn't there? Not Bald Master, Blade Master. Okay, so you have to be prowess 8 or above. They have Blade Master and they have 100 experience in it. I don't have anybody who matches that, do I? Aspiring Blade Master? Yeah, because the only person who has 100 is you. Everyone else doesn't have enough experience. Yup, everybody else is not good enough. Fair enough. Okay, there goes that idea. Right, next. Next one. Anything else leading into good stuff? Brave? Yeah, but I don't think that leads into anything that you can actually have. So I'm trying to figure out something that what I'm trying to look for is something that has requirements. That means that we can generate somebody in this slot, right? Like, I can generate somebody to be a charmer, right? So if I go and look at the conditions for charmer, say. So, charmer in here. If I was to generate one of these people, I'd get someone with 8 prowess or above who's lustful or a seducer, right? And they'd just be generated out of nowhere. And that sort of thing, I think, is quite useful to have. I am kind of wondering, actually, whether we'd want to do charm, because that fits in quite nicely with our current character. I just don't know what position it would hold on our council. But, I mean, we could go jester under the bard trope. I guess that's kind of an interesting idea. Also, we got here Marauder, Valiant, Stalwart, Vanguard. Now, I'm seeing if we've got anything else that seems interesting. Skirmisher's kind of interesting, but just because it's good. Fanatic, that'd be more a thing that our mother would have had. Yeah. What does Fanatic give you, though? Let's have a look at Fanatic. Fanatic. There we go. So they could be Faithful Blade or Zealous, and they're same faith adherents. Huh. Okay. And then, of course, there is the other one, which is... I think somebody has it. Reeve? I saw in here somebody has Reeve. Where is it? Might be somebody who's not currently an actual knight. No, we have Idealist. I don't know what Idealist is, although I do kind of like the extra opinion. You have to go quite far down for these ones. No, nobody has Reeve. But Reeve is one where you have to have 15 stewardship, so you can generate somebody with 15 stewardship out of nowhere. Let's go Charmer. I think Charmer fits our current character. I don't think it's very good. We'll go Charmer. So we're going to go you. And for now, because we're going for the Bard trope, we're going to call you the Party Bard. Let's try that. Cancel. Your secondary. Can't be Vanguard. For now, we'll just make it Stalwart. Okay. The Party Bard. There we go. Hey, somebody was right. They said if you pressed enter an extra time, it would work. It does. Okay. So that's Alphonse the Harcourt. And you can now be our jester. Doesn't make any sense for you to be my jester. No, you're going to be terrible at it, but that's fine. Wait, are you even eligible? If not, we have to find another purpose for you. It's not even eligible. Oh, okay. Well, in which case, I guess you're probably just going to be our bodyguard then. Okay. Alphonse. There we go. I've thought of a better name. People can come up with their own ones, but for now, I'm going to change this up a little bit. So instead of the party bard, it's going to be the party body bard. Instead of bodyguard, it's body bard. I need to change how I'm writing that. Is writing it with this weird? Yes. Okay. So that's what we're going to have until somebody comes up with a better name. Right. So that is you in that position. Wonderful. Right. Now, what does Charmer actually give us? Because we kind of skipped over it. Charmer gives us, at first level, courtiers are more vulnerable to seduction schemes of any character. So it means everybody in our court is going to be being seduced. And seducing is going to be quicker. Level 3, still got that, but increases fertility and attraction opinion when hosting a feast or a grand wedding. And then rank 5 is further increasing it, which is lovely, and it makes schemes even quicker. And then Stalwart is just, it makes your travel safety better and makes your army tougher, which is probably objectively better than Charmer, but I don't know. Charmer's going to be interesting. I might get all sorts of events we've never seen before. Scheme discovered. No, only has a 3% success chance. Is there any reason to cancel it? I mean, probably not. It's probably fine just to leave it going, but yeah, it's not great, obviously. Like, it has been better. Pay homage probably doesn't give you a chance of anything, but we might as well go and pay homage now. I'm going to go pay homage, and that's it, I think. We only have to go down here. So let's go Mountaineer. Wonderful, and let's go pay homage. Oh wait, is there still disease? Yeah, I'm not going to go to the diseased area to pay homage. Elizabeth is no longer a seneschal. She succumbed to fatal apoplexy. New seneschal is now going to be, I could put in our son. Would give him a way of getting extra prestige, which is kind of useful. Yeah, you know what? Sure. You can do that. You're good at the job. It'll give you prestige per month. Wonderful. And then you can increase everybody else's ability to do things. Did I have it on this? I must have had this on this for a reason. But actually, you should probably go on this one. Yeah. Makes our antiquarian excellent as well, which is great. Okay. Cool. And with that, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.